Happy New Year, planners. How are you guys? I hope you all are enjoying your New Year so far. Hi. Let me just make sure I'm sent out to my peeps out there. You all come on in, join, introduce yourself, say what you do. Somebody inside here might just need your services. Come in and be a part of the discussion. Ask me any questions. Today is about getting and giving some valuable information today to you guys. And just making sure my ringer is off just in case anybody calls. Hi. So I know this year everybody have all kind of negative stuff about this year, but this year we want to change the entire atmosphere and the entire behavior of this year. So we don't want to hear no negative stuff for this year. So with all of that being said, let me officially introduce myself. For those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Letitia Barra, the financial educator at Destiny Partners, where we teach you basically how to manage your money well, ensure that you're able to reduce your taxes and grow wealth for the future. With all of that being said, right, so those of you who have been following me for a very long while would have known, I think it's over 3-4 years now, I have been telling clients and telling entrepreneurs to use wave accounting. With sad news, I have to say, on December 1st, 2020, we've made a decision to no longer be having that free facility available for us here in the Caribbean. So they are only using US and Canada will be able to use their facilities. So those of you who may have the wave accounting still, you all will have access to it, but I don't know for how long you will have that access. So with that being said, I know many clients message me, oh gosh, they not go and say anything about this wave thing, what to do, where to go, what we doing. So I decided that my first live will be all about options, accounting options you all could have. I mean, we have the simple Excel that don't ever lose, but still, for when you think about it, we are all busy entrepreneurs who really had time to sit down and formulate everything. I mean, I have a course based along that line, but I have seen entrepreneurs say, oh gosh, it's so hard to keep track of it that way. So really and truly, I know, yes, old school and some people would just prefer doing that, but long term, when you're on a beat and you're on pace and you're going, I don't think it's something that will be feasible for you to maintain for a long period of time, because we are humans, we will forget and we can't help that, right? So with that being said, I have a list. Yes, I have a piece of paper because I know I remember everything. I have a list of various online cloud-based accounting softwares that you can use, right? Well, you guys will know that we are Peachtree. Oh gosh, we are QuickBooks for advisors, right? Yes, we are QuickBooks for advisors, but that's for desktop. But for an entrepreneur who's always on the road, I'm 100% sure cloud-based will always work better, because when you're on the road, you have the ability to use your phone instead to send a quote, to send out an invoice, even when you're receiving money, if you're receiving cash, to simply do a receipt. That's the flexibility of when you use the online or the cloud-based accounting software compared to a desktop. When you have a desktop now, you have to wait until you reach home, sit down, put on your computer or your desk or your laptop and sign up, get all that information, and now you have to rely on your mind and your memory to remember all of this, which again it also shows you the importance of, if you go that way, meaning the desktop way, it's important that you have some sort of journal or ledger or something for you to track all what you have done during the course of the day. And I can't stress this. I know we are humans. We will forget. So it's that and all is kind of hard and quite difficult, especially if it is you're not somebody that good in taking proper or remembering to write down details, or your mind gets sidetracked, you're busy moving from one point to the other and you clean forget even, oh God, I didn't do that. So again, that's why I'm employing people. I'm not that I don't like desktop, but the flexibility cloud-based accounting give you, it is so different from doing that desktop. I could tell you that I have years of experience with doing with desktop, and moving from that desktop to that access of your phone, and you could simply send an invoice, do a quick quote, write a receipt. That's chalk and cheese, literally chalk and cheese, right? So I'm going to go through some of the cloud-based accounting software that are available right now. There are two major ones that are making their name all over, which is FreshBooks and QuickBooks. As I just said, we are QuickBooks Pro advisors. So even if you go in that option and you decide to go with another cloud-based accounting software, it doesn't matter. The mostly platforms are basically the same. They have a what you call a dashboard, and basically you just have to look through the menu to figure out where things are. Where you find your invoices, where you find your quotations. Some call it quotations, some call it estimates. Where you find your sales receipts, where you write in your checks. Well, some might call it checks, some might call it expenses, some might call it what's the next word I see in one? Oh gosh, I can't remember. You all forgive me. So many database I dig up on. So you have enough options to choose, right? As I said, FreshBooks and QuickBooks are the two highly recommended cloud-based accounting software outside. They are almost every research you do, those are the two names that always pop out or always strike you first, right? At present, right now, until next 9 days, until next 9 days, QuickBooks right now has a sale, right? So I'm going to go into detail on QuickBooks because that's my child, so I'm going to tell you all everything about that, right? So as I tell you, FreshBooks has, and basically all the cloud-based accounting software has 3 packages. So you have the basic, you have the medium, and then you have the what I would call the plus or the pro, which will have almost everything. Most entrepreneurs, especially as a startup business, once you don't have nothing like inventory, or, and I say inventory like stock to record and those things, you can stick with the basic. If you have more like stock to record and those type of stuff, most likely it's always the middle one. That's usually the one that will have that details in terms of recording inventory and stocks and all those other unnecessary things that you would not really be needing. That is what you will be using for the center or the middle package. The last package will have everything. It used to be full package. You have more users, you have access to different things. So if you don't have need for that last package, don't go with the last package. I usually tell clients either go with the first or the second client. If you don't have no inventory, go with the first package. Always go the first package. If you have no need for no inventory and you just want a simple little thing for you to make sure you track your money, go with the first package. So as I was saying, FreshBooks start between 15 US to about 15 to about 50 US. QuickBooks ranges from 15 to 31 US. You have Zoho, which range from 9 to 70 US. You have Sage, which range from 10 to 25 US. You have Zoho, which range from 9 to 29 US. And then you have Cashflow, which range from 9 to 25 US. And they have a host of others. So you all could do more research. But as I mentioned, the 2 biggest and well-known ones are FreshBooks and QuickBooks. Now we're going to dive into QuickBooks. So all you know, that is my cup of tea, right? So QuickBooks right now, they had sale since November, since about since about Thanksgiving. So they had sale from since Thanksgiving straight until now, right? So right now they have sale on all their packages. They have the simple starter pack, right? Right now it's going for $4.50. The essential is $6.90. The plus is $9.30. Now, mind you, this is a vast edition because the simple is usually 15, the essential is usually 23 US, and the plus is usually 31 US. So that's a big savings. But the bottom line is the savings, when they do have sale, most of them, the savings is usually for 3 months, and then after the 3 months, you pay your normal subscription fee, right? If you want to take advantage of that, you can do that. And then some of them, they allow you to do like the whole year. And when you pay for the whole year up in front, you usually get roughly between 10% about 15% off, which would be off of the normal, the regular price. So you usually get that once you pay everything up in front in advance. What else I have to ask you? Right, so I will still go through the benefits, literally, of if you have not, or you don't have an accounting software, and you're saying, nah, that's not important, no, me need that, I small fry, I don't need no accounting software, I go do my little numbers on a piece of book, or a piece of paper, which I have met clients who do that, right? Nothing is wrong, and I keep saying nothing is wrong writing things down. The bad here is for you to remember all what you do, and that's most times clients do not remember, and they will be like, oh gosh, I know how to receive this money, but I can't remember what I spent it on, Or the famous thing, they didn't receive, you didn't get no bill or nothing because you paid by cash, so you ain't get no bill and you walk off, and so you cannot remember. So I cannot applaud you all enough, because I know this year, all they making me get blinder, because all they will give me some papers or some receipts. I don't have one here, and you can't even see nothing on it. You'll be like, you have to put it up in the eyes, and you still ain't seeing nothing, right? Because you guys do not like to scan these stuff. And when you have your online accounting software, you don't have to beat up with that, because when you're on the road and you purchase your stuff, you take a snapshot of the receipt and you put it right one time on the application. So now you don't have to remember. When I receive it, I'm not going to see something that I cannot figure out what it is, because it's already on the system. That's the beauty of this software. That is the beauty of having an online or a cloud-based accounting software, right? You don't have to worry about storage, which is the next best thing, because I know over the years many clients have gone by lost data due to they not backing up properly. They don't have no proper storage system. So that for sure is a big plus, because most of you are not going to spend that extra money to buy an extra external hard drive or have an exorbitant system to be backing up your data. I can tell you that nobody does it. Yes, I'm a little chronic. I have my little server. I will have my backups, but clients, entrepreneurs, they don't do it, and they will lose gaps of information, and they will be like, oh gosh, how am I going to file my taxes? Well, of course, if you don't have no backup, I can help you. Correct. So that is another positive with going with a cloud-based accounting software. Right? Another positive is, of course, you have the flexibility of using it any and everywhere, which is the sweet part about it. You can use it while you're on the go. Even if you have issues, especially if you assign me as being the accountant for your account, and you have an issue here now. Letitia, I'm too sure what to put this. I usually set up a account call, ask the accountant, or I would tell you to drop it inside there, and I could easily go on your send, or you could directly on the app itself, you can send me a message and it will come directly to me, and I will see, okay, hey, what, I'm not too sure where this expense to go, or where this transaction is supposed to go, and that way you can be able to say, okay, all right, I already tell her it, so I don't have to remember now that this time period going on now, I can't remember what it is I did with it, right? And of course the paperless, we want to save the trees. Come on, let's save the trees. We avoid all of that. Everything is the electronic, everything is online. Let's save the trees, let's save the ink, let's do all that saving. And then you have the quick flexibility of getting reports very quickly. A report could be done up in a few minutes, a few seconds sometimes, because of that flexibility of that data, right? Another great thing is, and I know a lot of entrepreneurs have this problem, and it's not today, it's for years now. They don't keep proper track of their who owe them. Who they owe is good, eh? They always, most of them usually have that on point. But who owe them, they never keep you on proper track. So sometimes customers will go for a lengthy, long period and they haven't received money, or all because they don't have a proper accounting system or some sort of program to help them make sure, okay, I delivered this, or I did this service for this client this day. Okay, so they have, whether it is you set up a 30-day payment plan, a 40-day payment plan, 10-day payment plan, none of that. And they can't even track, and sometimes they don't even be able to identify what's the exact figure that person owes. All of that will be removed when you have a cloud-based accounting software, because you can set up in the back end certain reminders to go out to the client. So after the 30 days pass, a reminder goes out, and that is sweet, because when you're busy and you're running your business, you have time to remember all them accounting things. Come on, so let's make life easy, right? Another positive that I know some clients really, really love is this late fee. There's a late fee option. So when a client decides to pay you late, once you set it up, it automatically puts in that late fee. So whether you put your late fee as a 1% after 15 days, or 2% after 30 days, whatever your system you use, once you put it into the software, it calculates. And I'm going to tell you a trick now. That is only in the essential. I don't think I see that in the stats, but for sure, I know for sure it's in the essential, right? Of course, and you could schedule, just as how those who have been using Wave or any other free ones before, just as how you could schedule invoices and stuff. It's the same process with any of the paid one. The flexibility of just computerizing and setting that and go, and you don't remember that, oh gosh, I have to write this in, I have to set this invoice to go. No. Let's change all of that. Put all the recurring transactions, whether it is invoices, bills, just set all of that there and just keep going. So invoice will go out without even you having to do anything. And who don't want to have more time to do other stuff? Come on, let's find simple and easy ways to make life easy. And the next positive about this, which most clients don't realize, is there are a lot of apps that work perfect and could integrate with a lot of these cloud-based accounting software. A lot of apps. There are so many apps out. It's amazing. Sometimes like, oh, that could work with that. It's amazing. Now, I can tell you for sure for QuickBooks now, you can tie it into PayPal. It have a lot of different what's this, the customer base softwares I see just came out the other day. I can't remember half of them, but there are a lot of them that could actually tie into the accounting software, which makes it, again, make sense, make it easy. We want to make life easy, right? So you all get on board, get your accounting software, right? You all make your decisions, what you think makes sense for you. If you are unsure, you could always send us an email so that we could help you. Okay, let me see what it is you need, so I would be able to guide you. Say, all right, take this package instead. No, this one makes sense. So make sure you sit down and actually read the data so you know which accounting package suits your business, right? And when you do purchase, you can always message us or email us and ask us to customize the accounts for you. Make it easy, so you're putting all your products, all your services that you're rendering, and you have all of that in the accounting software. So when you go and you make an invoice, it's simple. And even if you are a DIY, you can go on YouTube. There are so many videos, and QuickBooks have their own channel. You can actually go there and you can get all the information. So step by step how to do everything. everything. It's very, very simple. Very simple. No hard work, no headache. And we don't like headache, so we want to make it as simple and easy as you. So anyone who have been using Wave for a very long time and need to move over to one of the paid cloud-based accounting software, you can always send us a message at admin at Destiny Partners. I know most of you will be able to transfer the data from the Wave accounting to the new accounting software. Some of you might say, oh, that's too technical. You could always give us a call, send us a email. You can send us a WhatsApp at 4696317. I always forget the number. So you can always send us a message, right? So we can see how best we can make sure that in this new year we have proper financial structure for our business in place. We no longer relying on the pen and paper alone. I'm not saying it's not good, but you're not relying on that alone, and we're not relying on the memory alone to make sure that we have these things down. So let's get that in a gear, literally. Let's make sure for 2021 we are doing the right thing, we are putting the right procedures in place. Those of you who have Way, I am not sure how long it's going to be available, but they say we can use certain features still in it. So before it actually goes, make sure you download your data, right? You can't download it. I know most entrepreneurs are not aware they could go in the settings and download the data. Download your data. Make sure you keep soft copy of the data that you had, especially if you all have been using it for over 3 years. Make sure you have that soft copy, right? Again, I will insist that you, besides download it on your main computer, have a backup somewhere else. So get a external hard drive and have a backup somewhere else, right? Make sure you secure the data, because remember, that's your financial data. Make sure it's properly secured, right? And again, if you need any help making the final decision of which paid accounting software to go to, as I said, FreshBooks and QuickBooks are the two main well-known cloud-based paid cloud-based accounting software. There are free ones still outside there, but I find personally, listening to you, my clients, they want that headache. And most of them that I have seen so far that say start off as being paid, say it start off as being free, is usually free for at least 30 days or 60 days, and then you have to pay. So anyhow I take it, make sure you choose something that you will be comfortable. So when you start to pay, have something to pay for, you know you're going to love it, right? Any one of my clients who have moved, would have been not last year, the year before, would have moved from Wave into QuickBooks. They have loved it. They have never said, nah, that was a waste of money. So I could tell you for sure, without a doubt, QuickBooks is definitely a number one. Imagine I am saying that, and I was one that didn't like QuickBooks to test. So that's a biggie for me. So definitely, when you're ready to make that decision, make sure you consult whoever is your financial person that is doing your books. Make sure you consult them. If you're not comfortable with the answers they're giving you, you can always call us at 4696317. Send us an email at admin@destinypartnerstt.com, or you can send me a message right here on Instagram. I will answer you back. Oh yes, most importantly, yes, we know all your entrepreneurs hate accounting. Yes, we know all leaders usually, oh gosh, these numbers things, I don't like this. Hey, what? I listened to you guys and I came up with 3 packages just for you entrepreneurs that say accounting is not my thing, bookkeeping is not my thing. You ain't have nothing, you ain't make a package yet for that. Right, I did it just for you, right? So when you decide on your accounting software, you send us an email, tell us that you're ready for us to be doing all your data entry, all your bookkeeping, all your, literally will be your accounting department. So the 3 packages start when they get there. One is the violet, which is between 1 to 15 transactions per month. That is $6.50 per month. Then you have the lavender, which is 1 to 25 transactions per month, which is $8.50. And you have the royal, which is 1 to 50 transactions, which is $1,400. This is all TT dollars, right? Per month. Why we use the idea of transactions? Because with QuickBooks, you can quickly see how much transactions you do for a month. Yes, make life easier for me, so I don't have to remember, oh God, how much transaction is clients, huh? Easier. So that way we can be able to tell you, okay, your stuff or your accounting package will be this one, your accounting package will be this, and this will include us putting the data for you, right? Likewise, giving you whatever is your tax that is payable per the quarter. Doesn't that sound great? So you're not running around like a headless chicken at the end of the year bawling, oh my goodness, how much taxes I have to pay for this year? Or you don't have to wait until when it's time to file the taxes to pay. You're already paying every quarter. Doesn't that make sense? So if you are interested in joining or being a part of that project, you can always again send us a message and we will send you the details on that package. So those of you who are ready to go and use the cloud-based accounting software, making your life easier, send us a message. Let's really and truly ensure that 2021 is much better and we have our accounts and our finances well done. Does anyone have any questions, comments? Happy New Year to everybody who I said Happy New Year. Yes, I missed some Happy New Year's. I so into making sure I get my point out. Does anybody have any questions, any things they want to ask about any of the accounting software? I think I covered everything over my head. Any questions at all? And thank you for those who were on. Thank you so much for coming on. And those who listen to the replay, thank you too. I know this was not a scheduled one, but I think it needed to be said. And I think you guys need to make sure it's done right. So 2021, you do it right. Oh, very important thing I know, remember. As the year begins, especially those of you who have employees for 2021 and beyond, I want to ensure that you make sure you're calculating your employees' taxes correct. With that being said, this is the time for you to actually have your employees fill out your TD1s and the TD4s, your TD1. Now the TD1 will be so that they will fill out their income for the year and any other deductions that you will not or may not be aware as the employer, like their pension, if they have a pension outside besides maybe the pension you deducted from them. This is the best time right now, this in January, for you to do that. So make sure you calculate the right taxes, especially the fact that this year the personal allowance went up. Yes, very important. So all of you who have employees, make sure they do fill out their TD1s and you send it into the bureau office. So make sure you are calculating the right taxes for your employees. Right? That was a service announcement. Anybody has any questions, comments, anything to add? And well, next week Wednesday we'll be back on to our regular schedule program. So anybody who wants to get the business featured on a Wednesday, again, send us a message. You can always send me a message here on Instagram. You can also send me an email via admin@destinyplannerstt.com, or you can send me a WhatsApp as well at 14696317. So if you want your business to be featured, all well and good. This year we want to encourage more entrepreneurs to get more visibility on the IG, right? So if no one doesn't have any questions or comments, I will say thank you again for being on the live, and thank you for anyone who listened to replay. If you all have any comments, you can always leave it. I will get back to each and every one of you, and do have a great night.